Professor Adam Bayman, President Professor Wei Kuo, President Professor Tony Chen, honorary guests, colleagues, friends, and fellow students. I'm Jian Lu, the Vice President, Research and Technology of City University of Hong Kong, and the facilitator for today's lecture. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to today's lecture. I'm very happy to have Professor Adam Bayman here to deliver a distinguished lecture at City University of Hong Kong. Professor Bayman is the inaugural Director Emeritus of the Purdue University's Global Policy Research Institute and the Purdue's Chief Global Affairs Officer Emeritus. He holds an Engineer of Metallurgy degree from the Colorado of Man, a master's degree in Metallurgical Engineering from the University of Idaho, and a doctorate in Metallurgical Engineering from the University of Michigan. He has received honorary doctorate from Cleveland State University, Case Western Reserve University, Colorado School of Mines, and University of Idaho, and Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, and the Michigan Technological University. He holds an honorary professorship in the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Professor Bayman joined the Purdue faculty in 1992 after a 39-year career in industry, government, and academia. He took a 10-year leave of absence from Purdue from 2001 to 2010 to take up the role of Director of National Institute of Standard and Technology for 4 years, and then as Director of U.S. National Science Foundation from 2004 to 2010. He served as a member of U.S. National Commission for United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization, UNESCO, and as the National Academy of as the Vice Chair of the Commission of Natural Science and Engineering Committee. He's a member of the U.S. National Academy of Engineering for more than 30 years, and the European Science Academy, Pan American Academy of Engineering, Washington, D.C. Science Academy, and India Science Academy. He's a fellow of American Academy of Arts and Science and a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. Professor Bayman has received numerous honors and awards for his outstanding achievement, and he is a retired Lieutenant Colonel of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the recipient of the Distinguished Service Medal of the Department of Defense, USA, and he has been awarded the Order of the Rising Sun, Gold and Silver Star from the Empire of Japan, and the Chevalier de l'Ordre National de Légion d'Honneur from the French Republic. The Indian governor awarded him the rank and title of Sagamore of the Wabashi in 2012. So it's our great honor and pleasure to have Professor Bayman here today to give us a talk with the title, The Role of Higher Education in Innovation and Globalization. Before we invite Professor Adam Bayman to deliver his lecture, may I invite our President, Professor Wei Kuo, to say a few words. Professor Kuo, please.
Good afternoon. Thanks for Professor Jian Lu for this introduction about distinguished speaker. Dan, I want to welcome President from U.S. team, Tony. Tony has been with NSF. Of course, our provost, Art, has been with NSF. And of course, Arden has been the director of NSF. For some of you who may not be aware of NSF, I can make a small remark. In 1950s, U.S. government established National Science Foundation to promote science. Actually, in their early statement, also to look at national security, believe it or not. And then they have done this to really advance Americans' higher education and research branch of the fundamental study and research on science. By name National Science Foundation, talk about science, natural science, mathematical science, physical sciences. In the last 64 years, there's only one person who's an engineer who has been the director of National Science Foundation. That's Arden. There's no second one. That's very unusual. Those who have been USA would know that scientists are always on the top, and they probably won't trust engineer to lead National Science Foundation. But that's not all. Also, in the United States, there's a very important branch. The old name was NBS, National Bureau of Standards, and they changed the name to NIST, National Institute of Technology and Standards. It is the one which was supposed to promote the other side, a little bit downstream development of scientific study, not only for the fundamental study, but also look for the application and the relevance to the everyday use. And the director of NIST, and just like the director of National Science Foundation, have to be approved by the Congress, appointed by the president. And Arden has also been a director of NIST. In the history of the United States, there's no director from any, whether scientist, engineer, who has lead both organization. Arden so far is the only one who has done that. And this introduction is important because City University Hong Kong is promoting innovation, discovery, and we want our students in their curriculum to have some ingredients of discovery and innovation. And today, everybody talking about globalization. Universities in Hong Kong are doing very well. Of course, UST has been a leading university in Hong Kong to promote such a bigger picture, globalization, innovation. It is our honor that we have Arden to be here to talk about the topic. Frankly speaking, I don't think who else is more qualified than him to give such a talk. And so let's welcome him and give a round of applause to our friends Arden to deliver such a distinguished lecture. Thank you.